Hi everyone, and welcome back to another healthy keto eating show. Excited to be back to share another new keto idea. Now, of course, this one I didn't invent. This is corned beef and cabbage. I've been cooking it for the last 4 hours and it just looks so awesome and delicious, and it was really easy to make. So I will go over that with you. But for starters, I just want to tell you how good I am doing on the ADF, alternate day fasting. I've been almost 3 weeks in now. I have lost 14 pounds. I feel absolutely amazing, and I love, love, love the alternate day fasting. I love the fasting more than the eating days. I love hitting autophagy. I love the way I feel. And I woke up today and I have a pair of jeans on that I've been able to wear. Well, 14 pounds ago, I could wear them, but they were skin tight, and I would always wear like bulky sweatshirts over it and everything just so you couldn't see how it would bulge my stomach. But I have taken some photos, but real quick, I'm just going to stand up and show you. Look at how thin I am getting. I am just amazed by this, how skinny I am getting. I just am blown away by the weight that I have lost just going every other day eating. And I've been wanting so badly to get the last of my weight off. Now I'm going to tell you real quick how it went. I started almost 4 years ago. It was November of 2015. Okay. And the first 15 to 16 months, I lost pretty much what I wanted to lose. I lost almost 150 pounds and got to 139. I remained at 139 to 145 back and forth because, you know, we go up in water during the monthly or we hold water or whatnot. But I remained at that weight for almost 2 years. And then I just decided that I would like to see myself in the 120s. Since I am only 5'4", I decided I would like to be a 22 BMI. Because at 145, I actually was a 24.89 BMI. So even though that's normal, I still was just over that because 24 is a high end of a BMI. I think it's supposed to be between 18 and 24. So 24 is the highest. I would like to see myself around 22. Right now, today, I sit at a 23 point, I can't remember exactly, but I sit at a 23 BMI. That is so exciting. I am no longer considered overweight. I am almost to my goal. I've got 8 pounds to go to my actual goal that I never dreamed in my life I could ever hit. My first original goal way back when I started keto almost 4 years ago was to hit 160 because I didn't think I could get any lower than that. When I hit 160, my brother talked to me, my brother who is a professional in this keto field that works with me, along with my 2 professional, because my doctor's keto and then 2 nutritionists I work with at my clinic. So I never imagined I could get any lower than that. But once I got there, they all talked to me and said, you can keep going. Well, I kept going, and then I got to 139 and I was thrilled. I did a video on it. I cried. It was wonderful, awesome. And then I was able to maintain that weight, eating around 2,000 to 2,200 calories for almost 2 years. And then I just decided, you know what? I'm not happy with a 24 BMI. I want to be lower than that because that's the high end of a BMI. I'd like to be around 21, well, between 20 and 22. So if I get to 125, I will be around 21 to 22, which is just awesome. And I'm getting there, you guys. I've showed you guys different ways to do it at the end. I've lowered the calories, went to 1 meal a day. I did the egg fasting. I did lose the weight. Sometimes I did put a little bit more on because I had a cheat day on my son's 21st birthday. I have not had many cheat days. I have been keto for almost 4 years, but within that 4 years, I have had 9 cheat days. I didn't have any until my first, till I got to my goal. Then I had my first cheat day. So it's important that you do weight because it is very mind-boggling and it does mess with the mind. But I'm very strong. So yeah, I only have had 9 in almost 4 years. I don't like to cheat. I would rather go without it. I feel like I cheat every day. But my favorite out of all of them that I've done is the alternate day fasting. I love hitting autophagy. I love the way I feel. My skin feels amazing. My teeth are getting brighter and whiter, and I just feel just amazing. Like I'm walking now, I'm exercising. I just love everything about hitting autophagy, healing and mending everything in your body. And then on the alternate days that I eat, I do keto. I will be keto for life. I absolutely love keto. And when your alternate day, when you don't eat or you eat keto, you are always in a state of ketosis. So that's what I love. But what I'd like to do real quick is I'm just going to show you guys real quick some photos, some before and current photos from today. Take a look. What do you guys think? Isn't that phenomenal? At my heaviest weight, I was almost 300 pounds at 5'4". That is very large. I mean, I was just a round ball. I really was. I carried most of my weight in my stomach, but I was very large on the top. I carried it everywhere. But look at the difference. And then that was today. I took some photos in this outfit today because I just felt so good in this outfit. And then, of course, I showed you on here, but I just feel so good. I can't believe this one. I would say is the quickest weight loss, but the one that's keeping my weight off. When I did the egg fasting, it did come off, but I did gain a little bit, not because I was overeating. I just probably started eating too many calories too quick because I can eat a lot, and maintain weight is what I mean. But it was because of upping the calories too quick. And then of course, having that cheat day with my son for his 21st birthday. You know what? I ain't going to complain about that. He wanted that over going out to a strip club or out drinking. He wanted to go to a China buffet with me. So I don't regret any of that. But when doing something, you do want to slowly increase things. But I've noticed with alternate day fasting, I get to maintenance eat on the days that I eat, and then I go 40 hours without food. So I'll stop at 8 p.m. tonight, and I won't eat again. Today is Friday. I won't eat again until Sunday. You guys are going to get this video tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Saturday. So today's Saturday for you guys when you see this video. But I won't be eating that day. And I'm actually going to a graduation. I'll be around tons of food, but don't you worry. I'm a tough girl and I won't be eating. I'm going to my niece's graduation. And so just excited about that, but I will be around tons of food, and don't worry, I'm not going to want one bit of it because I love my fasting days so much. That's how much I love it. I'm not even tempted by food anymore. My addiction is gone, completely gone. It really is. So, but once I get to my goal, I am always going to be a person that's going to fast. I'm always going to do at least a 16-hour fast, but I probably will start off with one meal a day because I want to slowly increase the food so I don't gain anymore. Slowly increase the food with one meal a day. Probably start out at probably about 1,000 calories, and then I will slowly get up to my 2,000 to 2,200 that I can eat, and then maybe I'll go to like 2 meals and always do like a 16-hour, and then once in a while I'm gonna do this like almost a 2-day. A 2-day is 48 hours, so I'll probably do a 40 to 48 hour fast, just because it's so good for your body. Absolutely, phenomenal for your body. And my best weight for me is between 118 and 128. So at 125, I still can afford to lose. So I can fast whenever I want to. But I'm just excited that I've got only 8 pounds left to go. This is phenomenal to me because first it was 160 I wanted to get to. Then it was 150, then 140, then 139. Then it was 128 or 129. I just wanted to see the 120s. But I am going to shoot for 125 and I will get there. I am the strongest woman I've ever known. I didn't even realize how strong I was until I started keto, until I started doing all of this stuff. And then once I hit the 16-hour fasting, then the 24-hour fasting, then the egg fasting, and now the alternate day fasting, going 40 hours without food. I just love the way I feel. I love everything about it. And then it's just amazing how the next day when you get to eat, you get to maintenance eat. Even though it's hard when you first start to eat, it's really, really hard because you don't want to eat. It's funny how when you're in a state of ketosis, your body is just eating and getting all the nutrition it needs. You just don't feel hungry. But that being said, I start off very slow, just a yogurt, maybe a couple hard-boiled eggs, and then once the fast is broken, then I will eat my 2,000 to 2,200 calories for that day. So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you a breakdown on anybody new to my channel. I do teach keto because I was, taught by professionals. So when I bring it to you, I'm bringing it to you real. But I just want you guys, or with true facts, let's put it that way. But I do want you guys still to study yourself because I have studied my butt off. I have learned everything, even though I've been taught by professionals, I've also studied. So I really want you guys to study too, talk to your doctor, and everything like that. Always be safe and do everything, safely. Even though a lot of doctors aren't going to be on board with it because they don't believe in keto because it is changing America, making everybody healthy, and they're losing money because so is the drug industry, so is the food industry, and so is nutritionists and all of them. I just work with really good people. The people I work with, you will get some doctors and nutritionists that believe in it. They do it themselves, so they believe in it. So, but some of them, they worry about losing that money because I am so healthy. I have a heart condition that I developed 21 years ago when I had my son. It's postpartum cardiomyopathy. I wasn't able to get my heart any better. It just increased a little bit from medications I was on. I was on 18 medications, but like 15 years later or 16 years later, I decided to do keto. And since then, I am off all the meds except for 2, and they're a very low dose. One is just a beta blocker, and one is to help the blood because my blood still a little bit pools. But my heart is almost back to normal. When I first developed my heart condition, it was at 8%. The upper left ventricle was enlarged by double the size, and it was only pumping at 8%. I now sit at almost 45%. The size of it is back to normal, and this is all due to keto. And I'm off all the medications. So it just proves that medications just keep you stable. It's really the way you eat. We have to eat good, you guys. You have to eat good. And when you eat good, you don't need meds. Meds, I do not believe, are good for your body. There's so many side effects to them, so many bad things. Sometimes we have to take medications for reasons, but if you can avoid them, do it, you guys. So, but here I sit today feeling better than ever. I feel like I'm in my 20s. In my 20s, I felt like I was in my 50s. And here I sit at 43 years old and I feel like I'm in my 20s. I feel amazing. So I do highly recommend you guys do alternate day fasting and intermittent fasting and keto. Start off with 16 hours, work your way up to 24 hours without food, and then work your way to a 40-hour fast or a 2-day fast, 48-hour, and then do like I'm doing the alternate day where I do 40 hours where I go every other day and eat. But on those days, you do need to maintenance eat then. You do need to eat enough calories so that your metabolism doesn't screw it up because you're going back and forth. One day you don't eat, one day you do. It's different than when you're just long fasting, okay? But it is important because then the days that you are fasting, your body's got, that food that it's burning and it's working so hard that's why you feel so amazing. It's just wonderful. So just wanted to go over a little bit of that, that with you guys. Just excited to be back. I feel like $1,000,000. I feel great. Wanted to share those photos with you guys. It's just amazing how far I've come. But just so you guys know, I did lose all of my weight that I pretty much wanted to lose in the first 15 months, which, okay, that's a little over a year. 12 months is a year. Little over a year, I lost pretty much everything I wanted, got to 139 pounds. I sat at a 24 BMI, which is, or between 139 and 145, because of course I would go up and down a little bit here and there from a cheat day or whatever. But basically I was between a 24.89 to a 24 BMI. I wanted to be lower than that. So that's why I'm trying now. I don't want you guys to think it took me 4 years to lose my weight. Almost 4 years. It didn't. I lost it all in the first 15 months. I've just shown and proved to you guys that I have kept it off all these years since. I've kept it off for that would be almost 3.5 years. I've kept it off with even more loss. I bring proof to the table. I show you guys, I bring real results to the table to show you that this really can work. It is a high fat, low carb diet. And it doesn't mean that you eat high fat if you have high fat on your body. So it was designed 3 ways. For losing, maintaining, and gaining. When you're losing, you're going to use the high fat off your body. That's going to be your high fat. So you get the weight off quick, fast, and you're going to feel amazing because your body will eat itself, basically. Then in maintenance, you'll eat around 70% fat, which is going to be all good fats, and I mention them a lot. But if you're new, it's olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, MCT oil, nuts, avocado, eggs, butter, red meat. It's all the good foods that our body needs. It's staying away from rice, pasta, all the grains, rice, pasta, bread, starchy veggies like corn and peas and carrots. You're not going to eat any of that. You're going to stay away from fruits. Now, I know they say fruits are good, but remember, they're just growing so bad now. But fruits are really high in carb, except for strawberries and raspberries. So we can have that. You're not going to drink milk anymore. We couldn't have yogurt until the Too Good yogurt came out. We can have that. And keto's getting bigger and bigger. So many things are coming out that we can enjoy. But I know a lot of people think, oh, keto is so boring. No, it's not. I have over 100 recipes in my playlist. If you go into my keto style mukbangs, you will find over 100 recipes that I've recreated. Pretty much anything out, anything in, I've recreated it all. And I also have keto treats. Go into my playlist and find the keto treats too. Keto does not have to be boring. It's amazing how you eat, and I just feel the best I could ever feel, you guys. So that being said, we're going to enjoy this corned beef and cabbage. Now, this would not be very high at all. I've only done, let me get here where you guys can see my food better. I've only done around 2 cups of cabbage. So I have about a cup here, and then my husband will have a cup. Actually, I have less than this because there's still more in the pan. I made him a plate, me a plate, and there's still more in the pan. So I maybe have like a half a cup. So I'm guessing I have around 3 or 4 carbs here, and there's nothing in the of the corned beef. Of course, it's a fresh meat. Fresh meats don't have any carbs. So, and there's nothing in the mustard, nothing in the butter. So now I do have a slideshow at the end. I am doing voiceover on the slideshow again, so you'll see the slideshow. But it was really easy. It was a stovetop corned beef that I bought. It was really weird how you cooked it. You just cooked it on the stove in water. You wanted the water to go over the meat. You cooked it until it boiled. Once it boiled, then you simmered for 2.5 to 3 hours. I went about 3.5 to 4 hours just to make sure it was cooked fully. And then I added in the cabbage. It does come with a little package of like mustard seeds and a little bit of seasoning. I poured that in there just for flavoring. I did pink salt and pepper. And then once it was all cooked, I sliced it, put it in, and put the cabbage over the top, the 2 cups of cabbage. Cooked that for about another 20 minutes and then pulled it out. I just put a pat of butter that's melted down and a little bit of mustard around the plate. But you'll see a slideshow at the end. Again, a nice, simple, easy meal. Takes a little while to cook this one because most of them are quick and easy and fast. This one took a little longer to cook, but still super easy. Doesn't that sound easy? You put it in a pan, let it cook, let it just to come to a boil, that's it. And then you're basically just cooking it all day on simmer, on low. And you do want to watch it. I did have to add water a couple of times because the water, of course, you know, it's got a cover. You want to keep it covered, but the moisture does leak out. So you want to watch that so it doesn't burn, keep water in it. And it's about 3 hours of cooking. And then I added in the cabbage. But oh my gosh, I'm excited to try this with the cabbage. I haven't had corned beef and cabbage for forever because I knew I could have it, but I just forgot to do it on my channel. So, but here it is, you guys. Look at that. Corned beef, the cabbage, the mustard, the butter. Wow, that is tender. I knew it was going to be because when I was cutting it up, man, that stuff just broke up. It fell apart. Yum. Okay, I'm doing a water tonight with a Mio. I'm doing a sweet tea in it. Sorry, I had a little itch there. Mio, it's a sweet tea that I get. Now, this one is done with the sucralose, but because I'm alternate day fasting, it doesn't affect me. Normally, sucralose does knock me right out of ketosis. But when I'm doing alternate day fasting, I can do sucralose, and it doesn't do anything to me because I go 40 hours without food. So, but I love the sweet tea. And I wouldn't say that sucralose really kicks me completely out. It kicks my color way down. But when I'm doing alternate day, my pea sticks, those, they're called ketone strips. When I go on them, my nephew's saying hi to me through the window. But when I alternate day fast, I don't have any problems. He's out there dancing for me. When I do this, I can have that then, and then of course my stick is darker. And what I was going to say is the ketone strips, you just buy them at Walmart. They are the cheapest at Walmart in the pharmacy department. They're called ketone strips, or you can buy them at any local drugstore, and they're around $10. You get 50 strips. They do work. A lot of people claim that they don't after a while of doing keto. That's because you are getting slipped out of ketosis, because there are so many hidden carbs out there that a lot of things that say 0 actually have carbs when it goes over a serving, and a lot of people don't know that. So they think they don't work, but they do. I've been doing it for almost 4 years. I can still turn the color. My brother's been doing keto for almost 5 years. He can still get color on the strips every time he urinates on them. My nephews have been doing it for 4 years. They can do it. My husband, my good friend Monica, has been doing it almost 2 years. She can still get color. So that's because, you know, I'm the one teaching them. My brother's teaching them. The people that follow me, everybody gets a color on the strip when they're doing what I'm telling them to do, you know, on how to do it. It's just that some people don't realize, and that's not a knock on you, they just don't realize how easy it is to slip out, because 20 carbs a day is so easy to get to. It really is. So that being said, a lot of people are counting differently. Just like when you have those Quest products and they say they're 6 net carb, some of them are not 6 netted. They have to add a little bit more to them. They're not being added correctly. Like cheese will say 0. It's not 0. It is 1 for an ounce. Pepper has carb if you go over the serving size, which is like less than 1/4 teaspoon. Eggs say 0. They are 0.6. A lot of people don't know that. Except for plain, all the pork rinds out there have carbs. They say 0. They actually have carbs. Yeah, there's just so many things that say 0 and they're not 0. And there is a calculation you can do on that to figure that out. It is in my egg fasting video. If you go into my, it would maybe be under miscellaneous or under my mukbangs. I did that egg fast. It was a few weeks back. Go in there and my brother does a voiceover. He's talking and he tells you how to figure that calculation out when something does say 0 and you want to make sure it is 0. So, this is absolutely delicious, you guys. I'm just going to give you a bite. I haven't had corned beef for so long. I did do that can of corned beef that one time for you guys over those, I think I did it over that almond bread. I can't remember. But I have done a can of the corned beef, but I haven't made fresh corned beef. Another great meal we can eat. I mean, I wouldn't think somebody would look at this and say, nope, I am not doing keto because that looks disgusting. Who doesn't like cabbage and corned beef? I just don't have the potatoes in here. I don't have the carrots in here. Big deal about that part, right? Or somebody would say, you know, like if you're eating like meat and like a meatloaf or something, or like I've done meatloaf or whatever, and they're like, why don't the mashed potatoes? Why do cauliflower mash? You know, I don't miss any of that stuff. And you will realize as you go along, there are alternatives, and they're actually, I think they're more delicious. And this way, if you do it the way I'm telling you, you are guaranteed to get your weight off. If you just look how many people doing keto have lost their weight, it's amazing. If you do it even better and lowering the fat, using your body fat, you're going to get all your weight off and keep it off. Or get all your weight off. And if you stick with keto, this is a way of life, you will keep it off. But the greatest thing about it that I love, it's not like any other way of life, where you'd have to go really low to the point where your nutrition level is so low. On keto, you can't go too low on keto, because if your body's running on ketones, it's going to give you everything you need. And you will learn that, okay? Just study it and you'll see. If you're running on ketones and you have fat on your body, your body's feeding you the nutrition it needs. But that's why I'm saying you can go low. You can go 500 calories. You can go 0. I'm eating nothing for 40 hours at a time. So that being said, you don't have to worry like going low. But anything else out there, you do have to be careful, because if you are eating carbs over a certain amount, your body, you know, has to have a certain amount to be able to run, you know, function right, because that's what it's running on. That's its energy. The only significant value in a carb is energy source. So that it's trying to run on that instead of fat. But if you keep it 20 or less, now it's running on fat instead of the carb, and your body is safe then to go as low as you want. Any other way, you don't want to go low, because that can be dangerous. It really can. And I've done many diets, and I felt like crap after a couple months when I was starting to have to lower, because I wasn't, you know, I get to a point where I stopped losing and I want to lose. So I would lower even more, like the Richard Simmons, it teaches you to keep going down. I got to a point where I was doing like 1,000 calories and I thought I was going to die. I literally thought I was dying. Like I had palpitation after palpitation after palpitation. I didn't feel good or anything. And I still didn't get all the weight off. I got down to like 180 pounds. Like I couldn't get it all off. But I couldn't go any lower than that. I would have died. I had to stop. I literally had to stop, and I gained everything back. Keto's the only one that I've been able to keep it off. I kept it off for almost 2 years. Then I started to try to lose again, because I want to get into the 120s. But I want you guys to know that I did maintenance, and I did it for almost 2 years and kept the weight off for 2 years. Eating 2,000 or more calories a day. Up to like, I did like up to 22 or 2,300, and I don't gain anything from that. Of course, you'll have days where you may go up a little bit in water. That's not gain, because within a day or so, I would lose it. If my body needed the water, it would hold it, and then it would go down. But I basically maintained at 139 to like I say 145, but really that would have been the highest. That would have been on a cheat day. But between 139 and 142, I maintained there for almost 2 years, you guys. It was amazing. The proof is all there. I come on here. I show you guys. I show you proof. I go live. I can't fake any of this stuff. I can't fake these photos. I can't fake any of this stuff. I mean, photos you can fake, but I just stood up and showed you guys when I started this video. You can see how thin I'm getting. These videos aren't fake. The proof is in the pudding. I have no reason to lie to you guys. I am truly getting this weight off, and I love it. And all you guys, I mean, you can see me. Look at the collarbone. Look at how thin my face is getting. You can see I'm losing it. There's no fakeness there at all. I truly am. And how can you fake it when you're doing a video? You can't fake that. And especially when I go live. Then I'm live. I can't fake nothing then. There ain't no fake photos there or nothing. When I do my photos, I mean, I'm an honest woman anyways. So, but those aren't fake. You guys can see, like I said, you see my outfits of the day. I mean, I'd have to fake everything. That'd be pretty stupid to be faking all that. And then when I come on and show you, I mean, I start off my videos showing you my outfit. I start off my videos, you see me. And so when you see me the outfit of the day, you know that's truly me, because I just got done showing you. How can I fake it on a camera, right? You can on a camera, but I'm talking about how can I fake it when I'm talking to you right here? How can I fake my body that I've lost the weight, that I'm actually fatter, but it's an illusion to you guys right now. So I would highly recommend to anybody, look into the keto diet, look into intermittent fasting and keto. It's awesome. And then look into alternate day fasting. But like I said, start off with intermittent with 16 hours, where you eat 8 hours and then you go 16 hours without food. Try that for a few months. Keep that fat low. Use your body fat as your energy source. Then when you've done that for a while, then try 24 hours. And then, again, using your body fat as your energy source. And, until you get to a weight where now you don't have any fat, now you're going to eat good, healthy fats. And there are days that I do dirty keto. That is where you're going to eat higher fat that day, because you just want to do something, you're bored and you want to do something more. You want to eat more cheese, more fat one day. Do a dirty keto day. you're not going to gain any weight, maybe a pound or two if you go up a little bit of water. You're not really going to gain, but you're not going to lose. Okay, but if you want to lose and continue to lose, then continue to do what I'm telling you. Just do the dirty once in a while, the dirty keto once in a while, but do what I'm doing and teaching you guys that I always did a 16-hour fast throughout my whole journey. I went 16 hours and I only ate 2 meals a day and one little snack. That's how I did it, lost all my weight. And I went very low fat with everything. I, kept the protein a little bit higher always, but as I went down, then I would lower the protein and higher the fat a little bit, lower the protein, go up a little bit with the fat. So, and then I got to a point where I went real low. I was doing 500 calories a day with one meal. You guys saw that. I'm still as healthy as can be. And all of this was okayed by a doctor because I was in a state of ketosis. And she understands ketosis. She understands that your body then is running on its own nutrition, its own, fat, its own fuel, everything you need. That's what it is. That's what your energy is. A lot of people think, you need your carbs because that's your energy. No. Fat is your energy. That can be your energy too, whether it's coming off your body or you're eating fat. That's your energy source. And that is such a thing. And that's how they ate. Our ancestors ate that way back in Bible time. And that's how they ate. They didn't have cake, donuts, cookies, candies, bread, all the pasta we have now, the rice. They didn't have that back in Bible time. So how did they make it without the carb? They hunted their food, ate their meat, and lived off the land of veggies and fruits. That's what they did. So how could they have been eating all the greens and all that? I mean, back then, how would they have even made a loaf of bread? How could they? They didn't have a stove to cook it. And if they did, it was made with flax. It was certainly not made the way we do it now, or our whole wheat breads and all that. It's still not good for you at all. It's not good. They didn't have that back then. And they lived well into their hundreds. So we are eating the way our ancestors did, and this is how it is. They didn't have all the garbage we have now. So do your studying, you guys, and find out that you are going to absolutely love keto. You are going to be blown away how amazing it is. How many people have lost their weight? How many people have kept their weight off? The one and only way of life that people are actually keeping their weight off too. With carbs, you'll never do it. You'll gain it back every time. I lost weight 5 times in my life. Sometimes, 25 pounds. One time it was like 50. One time it was, I don't know, like 45 or whatever. And one time it was actually 114 pounds. And I got so ill because the calories had to be so low then. I got so ill that I slowly started to eat to increase things, and I started to gain everything back. This is the only one that I maintained for 2 years. I don't want you guys to think, you're probably thinking, oh God, you've been doing this 4 years, you're still trying to lose weight. No, I maintained for almost 2 years. Now I'm trying to lose because I want to get to the 120s. So within the last few months, I've tried different things to get it up. And it's very hard at the end. The last few pounds are very hard. But, I got to a point where I said I want to be 135, and then I hit that. Then I said, well, no, now I want to be 129. And, then I said, I'm not there yet. But then I said, well, I want to get to 125 because that's the perfect, you just get to where you think is good for you. And my lowest right now, I'm at my lowest today at 133. That's my lowest. And, I love alternate day fasting. I know I'm going to hit 125. I'm going to be there. Oh my God, you guys, this is so yummy. But yeah, I just thought I would kind of tell my story because I thought, wow, I don't know if you guys even know this. Maybe you're thinking it took me 4 years to get my weight off. It didn't take me 4 years to get my weight off. It took me 16 months. So a little over a year. A year is 12 months. We all know it was 15 to 16. It was like 15 and a half months it took me to get to 130, 139. Because I was taught by professionals and I got there quick. My brother Rob did it in 5 months. He lost 150 pounds in 5 months. And has basically maintained his weight for almost, 4 years now. So, yes, it is a way to maintain and keep it off. That's what's amazing about keto. You won't gain it back. You won't feel deprived because you get to up all those calories. So for almost 2 years, I ate a lot of calories. It was delicious. That's why I was doing all these meals for you guys. And I was telling you guys how to lower the fat. When I would make a video for you guys, I would say, here's how I'm eating it. But I'm going to teach you how to lower it. Some things I would do low fat because I already did high fat that day. So I would teach you. But I would always tell you how to lower it because I was eating higher fat because I could. But yeah, I thought I would share with you guys because I don't want you to think that, it's a long time to get all your weight off. You're still trying to almost 4 years later. Didn't take me that long, sorry. That was a piece of fat. I don't like fat. No, I got it off quick. 15 and a half months, I lost 148 pounds. Yeah, 48. My all-time heaviest weight I ever was 198. Or 298, I'm sorry. 298. I had never hit ever 300. It was 298 at my heaviest, and that's when I was pregnant with my son. After I had him, I sat around 285 to 290. That's where I sat all the time. So I was a pretty hefty woman. So when I hit 139, I was thrilled at that. In my 40s, line up 100 women with me. Well, nowadays, I don't know because keto's so big, a lot of women are thin now. But line up 100 women, and I'm going to probably be the smallest one out of 100 people. So, and that's not bragging. It's just that I work hard for this. And a lot of people, the obesity rate in the world is so high. So I'm just thrilled with the results that I had. And like I said, this is just a recent thing for me now in the last couple of months. I want to get more weight off. I wanted to lose more. So I started doing different alternatives and stuff. But my favorite out of all of them, I have to say, you guys, is alternate day fasting. And I'm not going to lie. This is the honest to God truth. My favorite days are the fasting days. The only time I get hungry is I'll start at 8 o'clock tonight and I won't eat until, like I said, today is Friday. I won't eat again until Sunday. All right? At 8 o'clock tonight, I will stop eating. I will not feel that hunger a little bit through the night, maybe. But once I wake up in the morning, it's not really there at all. I'm fine. Until about tomorrow evening, about 9 o'clock, I get the hunger pains. I don't feel hungry. It's all mental. Okay? I don't feel hungry because I'm in, a 24-hour fast then. Around that time, I'm already at 24 hours. So it's more mental, but I start to get the cramping. The hunger, the cramping, the hunger pains people get where your stomach starts to growl and stuff like that. I get that for about an hour and then it goes away. But I love it. I'm not going to lie, guys. I like the alternate day fasting better because I'm in autophagy, and that's why I feel so amazing. Amazing. But no, I wouldn't want to go every single day and not eat. I'm just saying I love the fasting days. It is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to get to that ultimate goal of 125. I will. Might take me a few more weeks, but I'm definitely going to get there. And throughout the last 3 weeks, I do it for about a week, and then I take like a day off of the fasting, and then I go back for a week, and then I take a day off, and then I go back. And coming up here now, I might take one more day off again and then go back to it again for a week again. I'm just going to keep doing it like that till I get there, and I will get there. I just do it for about a week. Not that you have to take a day off of it. I just do. I just might wake up and I might say, you know what? I'm not fasting today. I want to eat. So I never deprive myself either. If I want to eat, I'm going to eat. But I'm going to get to that ultimate goal. I was excited to do this video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this corned beef and cabbage. Definitely try this recipe out. You'll see the recipe at the end. I'll show a picture of everything and I will do the voiceover, but I hope you guys definitely give this a try. It was delicious, and I hope you give keto a try. If you haven't tried keto and you want to try it and you want to do it and you're going to say, well, I'm going to wait till Monday. Start right now. Like I would always say, start right now. Just grab some meat out of your fridge, some hot dogs, some eggs, some cheese, some good green leafy veggies, and go to town and get yourself into ketosis. Take a few days to get there, and you're on board then, and you're ketoing on that keto train, and you'll definitely love it. I guarantee that. So just give it a try. At least try it. Give yourself 30 days. Give yourself a 30-day challenge and try keto. You will absolutely love the way you feel. After just a few days, you're going to have more energy than you'll ever know what to do it yourself, especially if you listen to what I'm saying. I was taught by professionals. I am not a professional, but I was taught by 4 professionals, okay? So when I tell you this, if you use your body fat, you'll have more energy than you won't even know what to do with yourself. So eat low fat, low carb. So 20 carbs or less a day, no more than 6 in one sitting, and lower that fat. Don't eat more than about 50 grams of fat a day while you're trying to lose. Use your body fat as your energy source, and watch how fast that weight comes off. Everybody that I'm helping is doing it and losing weight so fast, and they feel absolutely amazing. And I wouldn't tell you to do that unless I was taught by my professional keto doctor, my professional keto nutritionist, and my brother who is a professional. That's the only reason I bring it to you guys that way. But I still recommend that you do study yourself and talk to your doctor as well. I love you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next video. Oh, and by the way, today is supposed to be live, but I won't be live till tomorrow because I have the graduation tomorrow Saturday. Today's Saturday for you guys. I'm going to a graduation over to my nieces. So I will be doing my live on Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you'll get this video for today, and I'll be live tomorrow. So get those questions ready, everybody. I love you. Everybody take care and God bless. And always remember, everybody, what? Those of you that know it, say it with me. Everybody remember to keep it keto. Ingredients. You'll need a corned beef. This was a little over 2 pounds. 2 cups of cabbage. pink salt and pepper, 2 tablespoons of butter for the end, and mustard if you like it. Now take your corned beef, add water to cover the whole corned beef. And it came with a package of seasoning. I did add this. It was like mustard seeds and peppercorns. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. Turn your stove on high. Add this on the stove. Add pink salt and pepper. You want to cover this and bring it to a boil. Once it is boiled, then you will turn it on a simmer, and it's going to cook for about 3 hours, but keep checking the water level. I had to check it like 3 times. Cut up 2 cups of cabbage now. Once the corned beef is cooked, add it in with more pink salt and pepper. And then you're going to cover this and cook it for about 25 more minutes just to cook the cabbage down. Once it's cooked, I figured it was about 3 servings. This plate right here is 1 serving at 4 net carbs. I added mustard to mine and a tablespoon of butter, and it was delicious.